Good evening, howdy ho, everybody. Before I just wrapped a podcast, so I figured let me jump on here real quick and talk about this hair of mine because I have to look at it the whole time. Anyway, so this is what I'm dealing with. I'm 58 years old, soon to be 59 next month. Nope, April 18th. I'm not going to rush this. But my hair before, and I tried to dig up some pictures. I'm like, whatever, it's fine. You get the gist. We don't have the same hair at 58 years old that we had at 28, 38, 48. That's just the way it goes. You don't have the same skin, the collagen, all of it goes bye-bye, and you have to maintain from there by doing your best to take care of your health, use the right supplements to replace deficiencies or to rather fill some of those vitamin deficiencies that we no longer get or produce on our own. We all navigate this as best we can. We do our best. So on my stories on Instagram, who I love to hate, but Instagram stories, you guys have been seeing me talk about my menopause hair and how it does not perform the way it used to. Um, Either it's Peppermint Patty, Justin Bieber. It is not the business right now. It is not the move, but the move is, see this right here? This. I am so tired of looking at it. I don't care if I have a wig on. I don't care if I have a ponytail. First of all, let's start there because the wigs and the ponytails are not good. I'm a hairdresser, but we are also human. And my hair, my real hair, natural hair, this sometimes it looks worse than the wig or the ponytail. So it just depends on the day, right? Sometimes, too, if you're like me, you're 80% gray. So sometimes you're gray. You just can't, because you got that big old line of gray. Um, anyway, the veil, oh God, what would I do without this? I would be in so much trouble, you guys. If you have just like a normal average forehead, be grateful, like give grace to God, because He gave me your forehead, yours, yours, yours. He gave them all to me and put them in one head. Anyway, so the hair, let me show you the bangs. And what I mean, because some people look at my hair at work. Some of my friends, some of my clients are like, no, you have thick hair. Your hair looks thick. No, and no, it doesn't. It doesn't look thick. I don't have thick hair. Never have had thick hair. I have probably a uh, fine, medium, fine texture, I guess, more on the medium side, but not quite coarse, what they would consider coarse. Um, but it sure looks like it sometimes. And when I was a little kid, it really looked like it. However, we get older, our hair gets finer, yada yada, your texture changes and matures with you. So everybody's hair kind of breaks down in texture a little bit, especially when they're going through menopause, like I am in it right now. Although I had a partial hysterectomy when I was 26 years old after the birth of my last son, my second son. So I lost my uterus and my cervix that day. So my menopause is going to look just a little different. We all differ depending on our medical history and surgical procedures. Now, this hair. So you can see the big gap here. That is because I wore wigs. I've been wearing wigs because I cut my hair off in 2023 into a platinum pixie and did a treatment on it. And it took a little bit to recover. I'm not going to say it ruined my hair or anything because it didn't. It just, I couldn't maintain it. That's all. So my bang used to be full, but you see, you can literally see right through it. And what do I do? Because what would you tell a client? You would tell a client, you know, cut it, but cut it where? Because it's not necessarily, I don't know. I don't think it's a cutting issue. I think it's you wore wigs and then you stick the combs in, or if you lay your lace front down. I usually do headband wigs, something I can take on and off every day. And so even if I do, I use hairspray and just tack it down just right here, not ever across all the way. I usually do 4x4s, like something small for a closure piece, and just have everything else just wefted on the sides because I like to leave my sides out as well. And they're also damaged as well. Anywho, so the sides, as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, ain't nothing going on all the way across. Nothing is happening in the front. And that is all my doing from pulling it all the way back with a sleek ponytail and or wearing wigs, headband wigs to, oh my God, oh, what in the comb over? Hold on a second, you guys. Okay. I favor this side, but honestly, I shouldn't because I do have this cavity right here. And the last time I tried to sew in, I snatched that out too. So there's a big bald spot on that side. It's like amazing, amazing. Oh, whatever. So back to the menopause hair. So the density has changed. Okay. So this you could see it wouldn't be see-through. My old hair wouldn't be see-through like this. It would just be more dense, right? Hello. We are where we are and we are here. So let's deal with what we got going on now with our hair. So I jumped on here because I wanted to share some of my favorite things with you guys and some of the things I'm doing to combat menopause hair. So let me get some slides up first because one of my guests, she came on the podcast. Her name is Christine McMillan, and she goes by at Scalp Garden on Instagram, and she is an amazing trichologist. And she, SOS help. She rescued me in my DMs. So Christine, she told me that these are the things that you want to look for with your labs. You want to get your CBC with differential, ferritin, serum iron, TIBC iron, saturation, vitamin D, 25 all the things. She said, you don't have to do all of these things, but these are things that you want to test for if you want to see what your hair's health is up to. All righty. If you want to get a better idea, especially if they know these numbers, they can pinpoint better, right? It's always easier to diagnose when you have the proper background, when you have a good foundation. All righty. So those are, I'm going to leave that up for a couple of seconds. I don't have all of these, but I do plan to get these. I know I have my white blood count for sure because I've been working on that for years now, and I finally got it to where I need it to be. Thank you, NK cell immunotherapy in Korea. And then most of us know our lipid panels, right? And our free T4, free T3s, that kind of thing. So go get that checked. And then the other thing I wanted to share with you guys are the supplements that I take. So this is what I take. And again, this is a community of everyone in one conversation: hairdressers, clients, and hair enthusiasts. So this is a community where we swap information so that we can all be better educated. If you have an idea, just because you're a hairdresser doesn't mean you have all the answers. I don't have all the answers. Okay. I only know what I know. And I actually forgot to bring, oh, no, I didn't. I have them. I have them. Okay. So my 1-2 punch that I talk about in my stories, let's start there. Silica and horsetail. So silica, this is a liquid form, and a capful ends up being right about a tablespoon. And that's the recommended dosage. So silica, and this is good for calcium as well. I believe it has collagen, and it's also good for your hair. All right. And old school, I mean, like 30 years ago, my client told me about this, and it worked like a charm. Horsetail, this is the other. And again, you can get it from Sprouts, any vitamin store. The tablets, you take 2 a day with food. These tablets, they're not the worst. I mean, I don't know about you, but I cannot take pills. I literally hate them. I honest to goodness hate pills. But if I can show you the size, they're not that big. Like, here's an iPod case. See, they're kind of tiny. So 2 of those, where's my camera? 2 of those with food. Honestly, I mean, You're welcome, because I tried it and it let me know. Food. All right. So the other thing I take, and I take them in gummy forms, and yes, I know it has gelatin. I know, probably too much sugar, whatever. But listen, we have to be realistic with who we are, what our tolerances are. In a perfect world, right? I could be like the girl at work. She can take 18 pills at once and swallow them whole with no water. I can't do that. So there we go. Women's multivitamin gummies, and I use Mary Ruth from Sprouts. It's about one of the most natural forms of gummies I could find without, and it is sugar free. But I know sugar free means they're putting sugar alcohol in it so that it tastes good. I know. And our bodies can't digest that or break it down. My GI told me, which my favorite protein bars now are going bye bye. Anywho, for now, I'm going to keep doing it. All right. Two of these I take. Then I take vitamin D3 and K2 together. And I believe this would be more, it would be best for African Americans. I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you what to take. You know, you listen to your own body, your own doctor. I'm telling you what I take. I'm not giving any medical advice whatsoever. Don't take any of this. See your doctor first and then decide what works best for what you've got going on in your body. But I know that vitamin D and K2 together is good for heart health. And African Americans, we are prone to heart conditions. I don't have one, thank God. Oh God, thank the Lord. I don't have high blood pressure. I got a 0 calcium score. I don't have anything going on with my arteries. Thank the Lord. And I contribute that to my workout. For the last 30 years, I've been working out like a Hebrew slave. Anywho, but yes, I take these, but you can take D3 separate as well, because most people are deficient in vitamin D3, which I know is really integral for hair health. All right, I take B12. I'm not sure I'm supposed to take these because when I get on a roll for a week, I start to itch. I don't know. That's weird. I take digestive enzymes because that is something I deal with gut health. I take fish oil. These things are freaking huge. Everybody knows what a fish oil pill is. It's like the biggest pill you've ever taken in your life. Huge, humongo. I don't always feel like taking this, so I will alternate between that and this. It just depends. Okay. And then lastly, at night, I take magnesium glycinate. And I know I wanted to show you guys the difference because there's magnesium, what is it, citrate? And I Googled to see what citrate is that? Citrate. There's no N in that. But magnesium, these are the differences. One that I take is good for relaxation, for sleep, for anxiety, calming. It calms. The other one is ideal for what does it say? You know what? I don't know what it says until I put on some specs. Where are the glasses? Where you at? Oh, I don't have them. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Magnesium glycinate and citrate are both highly bioavailable forms of magnesium, but they serve different needs. Glycinate is best for sleep relaxation and anxiety due to its calming effect and is gentle on the stomach. Citrate is ideal for treating constipation, promoting regularity, and relaxing muscles, but can also cause loose stool. So they are for different things. I guess you got to talk to your body and doctor about which one is best for you. But I take the one for sleep, and it is quite amazing. It's very peaceful sleep. Okay. So there's that. And then, so that's for supplements. If you guys have any questions at all or any recommendations, something I should take away, something I should add, let me know. I'm all ears. Just drop it in the comments and let me know. Okay, now let's talk about the actual hair. Let me dig you guys into what's happening. So I introduced you to what's happening underneath the hood. right? So over here, I did this, let's see, is it over here? Nope, it's over here. It's over here, and I don't know if I brushed too hard with gel in my hair, not gel, but the I'll show you what I use when I do my slick backs. I use old school. I know a lot of people don't like honey in their products, but it works for me. It's Shine and Jam conditioning gel. This is what I use. And it just lays the hair down so nicely. It's shiny and you don't feel it. But one day I brushed at the end of the day and I went, did I do that? But then I don't know. I got my hair colored and I feel like when I went home and blew it dry, that's when I noticed it. But it don't matter because hair grows back. And mine, it's not in a place, see, where it really, is a deal breaker. But yeah, so I've got this going on though. I wanted to show you this because this is from the Ponytails. See that? I got breakage at the very top of my hair that I have to deal with. I think half the battle is knowing why, right? You don't want hair loss and not know why. I think I know why, as far as breakage is concerned. I know why my hair is breaking. It's because of me. I am breaking my hair. I know. And if it were you, I would be chastising you. I would be in the most loving way. I'm not mean. Am I? Am I? For any of my clients that might be watching. All right, so I'm going to figure out from here. I am on day 3. I'm going to be consistent for 90 days with the silica and the horsetail because you need 90 days for anything to really show itself as, to get working in your body. So I am on day 3 of being consistent. I'm going to check in with you guys every week and this kind of show you kind of what my hair is doing on a weekly. All right. Can we see? Can we see? Can we see everything? See, this is what I got going on. Am I in frame? Can you see? Here, here. And then you see that. Whoops, let me come back this way. You see that side profile, how I got that alfalfa thing happening? So that's going to be annoying, but Kim, stay away from those too tight ponytails. But yeah, if you can see, do I have it? See how it has no life? See, it just don't do, whoops, it just don't do nothing. It don't. Look, oh my God. Look. Oh, 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 okay. I hope together, you guys, that one day you're going to say, oh my God, I remember when her hair looked like shit. And now it looks so amazing again. Wishful thinking, huh? All right. So before I get out of here, I'm going to show you what I use on my hair, what my favorite tools are. So at night, if you do happen to have this length, okay, while we're at it, let's just make this worth your while. All I do is I don't do the wrapping it in a circle, although there is a new head scarf thing that I've been seeing on Instagram that you just twist it. Has anybody tried that? If you've tried that, can you drop that in the comments and let me know how that worked for you before I buy it? Because I literally buy everything. So I pull my hair back like this, and then I have these silky do-rags. Looks just like a do-rag, right? Like the black ones. Mine are pink. And I have 2 of them because my husband's like, is that the same scarf? Like when I was wearing my red one that I've had literally so long that my son used it when he was a pirate as a little kid and now he's going to turn 40. But I still have it. It's my baby. So I just pull my hair back like that. Mine is already tied to my liking. See, it's already tied. But if it were new, and then I just keep wrapping it around like that. And then you see the flap in the back. See that flap? I take that flap and I pull it over like that. Just get it out of the way, get it secure under, and literally this is it. This is how I go to bed, like this, like this. See, like this. Yeah. Okay. So I do that, and then morning, I just take that puppy off like that. All right. I take this comb, put it in my favorite style. Whatever, however, you know what I'm saying. So I'm not going to sit here and primp in front of you guys. You're like, okay, girl, get to it so we can get off and on with our day. So literally, this is what I would do. And then, of course, you're going to wake up and you're going to have that little fold there, that little crinkly line. If you do, and one thing too, I will urge you. This is just my old school favorite flat iron. It's babyless. It's old. I always get the hand-me-downs from work, but titanium plates are not your friend at home unless you know what you're doing. Get ceramic plates. Titanium plates should be for professionals only, I swear, because this will burn the shit out of your hair. So put it on just that first setting. Do not go past that just because you want to get it done. Like, gentle, just literally almost warm. You just take it and then you just go like that. And I swear I didn't squeeze the life out of it. I just took it, literally grazed over, go like that. That's all you have to do. And you do that where the crinkles are only. Okay. So that is my favorite flat iron, my trusty, dusty, dusty boo. And then, and I just took all these out of the drawer. This right here is something I use. This is something I use to hit the roots only mostly. I mean, I can't say never, but I do this from shampoo, condition, blow dry. When it's blown dry, when it's raw, before it's been flat ironed. I'll just take it, hit my roots, just the roots. I don't drag it all the way through. I just take it and just hit my roots like that, literally press my roots. And then I use the iron to get everything else. Okay. But I do love the Andis. It is my favorite. I think it's legit, it's electric, and you can get it wherever they sell Andis, because I don't even know. I'm mad at the big A right now, but not, you know, it's too big to stop. I don't know. Then this is my favorite blow dryer. It is the Dyson, and because it has the comb attachment. And I have another $400 blow dryer that I bought by L'Oreal. It just does not compare. This gets my hair dry super, super fast, and it doesn't burn my hair. Neither does the other. It just takes so much longer, and it doesn't have a comb attachment. So this is why I like the Dyson. And you can also get the newest Dyson. It's like skinny, like a hose like shape. So it's easier to maneuver, probably. It's just kind of hooks around, and you can just, hand hold, not really heavy. But why fix it if it ain't broke? So love my Dyson. As far as combs go, like I said, you need a really Olivia Garden. How do you pronounce this lady's last name? It's spelled Garden, but her carbon combs are sick. These things, it comes in a whole set. I got it at a hair show, but I'm sure they sell it somewhere. This thing right here, the weight of it, everything, it's not plasticky. It doesn't, it really, it doesn't pull your hair, right? So, because it has so much weight and the teeth are nice and wide, your hair just kind of slides through it. And this is what I use if I'm doing any kind of parting off, just by the teeth sides. I like that when I'm styling my hair. And then I always have a rat tail for parting, getting in deep. All right. Clip wise. A lot of you want to clip off your hair when you're styling it, right? You want to use these kind of clips. These. I don't like these. I don't like these for styling your hair because if you're a professional and you know how to do it without snagging hair, go for it. But I do not like these. This is better. Okay, that's better, but sometimes hair gets all caught up in here, so you still have to be careful. But what I like best, my favorite, are these big giant clips. These to me are the best for, let me move some of this stuff out of my way. The best for gripping and just holding your hair aside when you are parting off to flat iron. So for example, if I'm parting off, I'll just do this side, parting off a section, right? Parting off a section, I would just take this big wide tooth and just do that just to get it out of my way. And then it's not going to add any type of creasing. So you don't have to worry about messing up, or creating any necessary creases. So I take it there and then I would clip it off because it's so big and grippy. See that? And then, so see how it's pinched on my hair? So watch. Let's let it sit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take it off. And then I can let it down. And there's not a crease. It doesn't, can you see that? It doesn't create a crease. So they usually come together, these big, geometric shaped clips. So these are my favorite. All right. So get those out of the way. And then, of course, no bend clips are the best. So if you're putting your makeup on or you're all set and you're like, you know what, Kim, I'm not going to get that big claw clip and risk my masterpiece. Okay, so you could take this no bend clip and clip it off like that. Do your hair, whatever. If you have a cowlick or something that you're trying to set, you can also use it on your cowlick. Just clip it off. You can do that, whatever. But no bend clips are amaze balls. And looking forward, see, but I like cute ones. So I have cute ones. See, these are no clips, but they're just designer. See, it don't matter. Just get whatever. Just don't get those super thick plastic ones. Those things don't grip. They don't hold. Your hair will just fall out of them and they pull hair. Hate them. Okay. Shower cap. If you are taking a shower, please do not get in that dang shower raw dogging it. Okay. You put a shower cap on. I like the simple, cheap, get them 100 in a pack shower caps. I don't get that, the big one that you buy in the store that you can reuse because, first of all, it's always dirty, the hairline, unless you're going to wash it every day. And I know you're not. So it's always dirty. These, you can dispose of it literally every single day. Put your hair in there for your shower. Get it all in. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm not taking a shower right now, but I have 2 of these little headband things. This one I use for putting on my makeup, but this one is the shower one. Put one over like this. See? And then you can shower, you can wash your face, you can do all the things, and this gets wet, but you don't get any water anywhere. Okay? Oh, no, not the AirPod fell out. Let me put it back in. Whew. Okay. And this is my favorite detangler. Okay. So I spray this on. I like Amika products, but I am going to use Virtue's line. I'm an affiliate. I love Virtue so much because they have a human derivative of keratin in them. And so your body accepts the products as your own, and it's a concentrated amount in every single product. different ratios depending on what the product is. I'm going to walk you through that quickly. So you can find it on my website. Just go to apricotlounge.com, click Shop Virtue. Then you'll see this, and you'll see all of the products. You can go up in that top right corner and click Shop by Condition, Shop by Collection, Shop by Category. It's going to get to it here in a second when I figure it out on here. See, so these are the shampoos. You can shop by actual products. That's Flourish for thinning hair, which I was using, but I'm going to switch and go to scalp care. So I see how I go in. I shop by concern, and then my concern would be scalp care. So I'm going to click scalp care, and then it's going to give me all the products that are going to help me heal my scalp. That night elixir, overnight elixir, is freaking incredible. That's the shampoo and conditioner, and they have little granules in them that exfoliate the scalp. That mask, same thing, super, super duper amazing. They have it in travel size, all the things. You guys will love it. I will put the link. It always lives in the show notes, but apricotlounge.com, you can also get it there. Okay, so there's that. Lastly, before I let you go, I went in to get a consultation because, yes, do we want our hair to be healthy? Yes. Do we want to? It's like watching paint dry, right? We get impatient. We're like, no, but I have a wedding, I have vacation, I have a party, I'm going out. I don't want my hair to look like this in the middle of construction. So you think, maybe I'll get braids, maybe I'll get extensions, maybe I'll do this, maybe I'll do that, some clip-ins. I do use a little clip-in help, and I'm going to share that with you after this. But I went in to see about getting K-tips. And let me just start by saying I am not bashing this beautiful stylist at all. Her name is Gina. She is a consummate professional. She stands on business. She charges what she charges, and that is perfectly fine. I love that for her. And anyone that trains and studies and spends the money to learn a technique so that they can elevate their business, that is exactly what we're here for. Who's in the business of not making money and not wanting to scale, right? Nobody. So right now, what's trending are K-tips for Black women. K-tips, it adheres to you separate the strands, not one strand, that wouldn't be enough, right? But it's like a 1/4 inch little section, or maybe even an 1/8 of an inch, and the tip of the extension hair has adhesive built into it that gets heated up. You sit it on top of the hair, you get the hot tool, you fuse it to the hair strand, and then you look like, it looks so natural because it looks just like this, because it's installed strand, little, what do you call it? 1/8 of an inch. So it looks like strands of hair in your hair, right? So some people get it for length, some people get it for fullness, some people get it for fullness and length in problem areas, what have you. I just thought, well, I have a vacation coming up, I have a work trip coming up, and maybe I just get this done just so I don't have to deal with my hair. But you kind of do have to deal with your hair with K-tips because your hair is actually out in between the K-tips. However, they line up every single row of your hair with K-tips until they get to the top. So you really are only dealing with what's built into the K-tip. It's not running wild in between the K-tips, if that makes sense. And you can do your homework. But I went in for a consultation.
So then we can talk about what were we just talking about with healthy hair? Yeah. So when it comes to extensions, I feel like a lot of people don't really understand the maintenance behind extensions. Like if you're gonna go into wanting luxury services such as hair color and/or extensions, it all starts at the scalp. So everybody wants healthy hair, but not everybody wants to go in for the maintenance. Not everybody. It's almost like
So I'll share more of that, like in my stories of that consultation, because this video, for the sake of your time, I don't want to keep you here too long, but we did go
Okay.
over
So we
everything.
talked about my
This my
gray. I
look
can
at my
cover my
hair when I
gray with
take
the
it from a
ponytails,
ponytail, and I
which
still hadn't
Gina will
colored
be
it yet.
doing. We talked
Look at
about
how gray.
density. We
See
talked
how
about
gray I
length.
am?
We talked about how many layers you're doing, 3.
Yeah, so I'm going to take you guys through that more, but not right now. Lastly, I keep saying that, but I have so much to share with you guys as we kick this off. I did color my hair, I did color my roots. All right. My hair covers so well with 6 volume, 7 volume, or less. It is not even funny. For me to have the amount of gray that I have and be able to get full coverage from a low volume, demi permanent hair color, I'm thrilled. I am so lucky because it doesn't happen like that for everyone, but I would urge you to try it first before you go in with 20 volume, 10 volume, that kind of thing. But the products that I'm using for my color right now are R and Co, and they are an ammonia free, most, organic line, with less poison than the others, some of the others that I've been using. I would use Joico, I've used Schwarzkopf, I've used Redken. Redken is too sheer of a coverage, so I don't use Redken for that. I just use it more for a gloss to refresh the mids and ends. But for gray coverage, this product is amazing. And anything that I'm considering bringing into the salon, I try it on myself first. Amazing. My hair is so soft. It covered everything and just fabulous. All right. Okay, you guys, that was a whole lot to digest. So if you have any questions for me, please drop them in the comments. If you support Trendy with Kim Allison, the podcast, I appreciate you so much. If you listen, a 5-star review is what I need for my analytics. If you watch on YouTube, I need you to subscribe. Just hit the button, beep, 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 and subscribe. That's awesome. Ask me questions. Again, I created this show to bring hairdressers, clients, and hair enthusiasts together in one conversation. So every episode, you're going to learn something. If you're a hairdresser, you're going to learn something. If you're a client, you're going to learn something. If you just love talking about hair shit. Okay. All right, you guys, I have to go to bed because I am winded. All right. Bye.